Terrifying rituals. We all know of the Ouija board, but the ritual has been proven to be faulty at most, with proof that whatever interactions you may have with the demon is actually the work of your subconscious. This has been tested and proven as when players get blindfolded. The board spits out nothing but gibberish. However, if you've been lurking around on the internet long enough, you might come across a myriad of different summoning rituals, with terrifying results. It's very hard to disprove this as more than just mere fantasy, and today, we'll be looking at the 5 worst rituals that you can perform right now, from the comfort of your own home. Starting with number 5, Hitorikakurembo. Starting off with a ritual from Japan, a land with rich folklore filled with ghost tales, monsters and rituals, some of which put any experience with the Ouija board to shame. The game goes as follows. Should you choose to attempt it, you'll need a doll. Now, with any knife or any other sharp object, cut the doll open and replace its innards with rice. You must then clip your fingernails and put them inside the doll alongside the rice. Then, with a needle and some string, you need to sew the doll back up. Supposedly by putting your own fingernails inside the doll, you form the spiritual link with the vessel, and, while I strongly advise against this, experts say that in order to truly connect with the vessel, a couple of drops of your own blood are required. You must then fill up a bathtub, or in its absence, a large enough container with water. Add a pinch of salt, and name your doll. Then as the clock hits 3 AM, you must repeat this chant 3 times. It's your turn. You must then throw the doll into the water, making sure it gets soaked. Then, quickly run around turning off every single light in your house. Not a single one can remain on. If you truly need a light source, you'll have to rely only on your phone screen. You must take the doll and yell out as loud as you can, "Found you." Then take the knife you used to cut open the doll and stab it all the way through till the knife is piercing out its back. Leave the doll in the container again and say loud and clear, "It's your turn." Run as fast as you can to a good hiding spot. Please make sure it's not easy to find you. Keep in mind this whole time, the lights have to be off. Now heed my words. If the ritual was done successfully, then I don't think I need to tell you what happens next. The doll is now on the hunt, looking for you in every single crevice of your house. The knife you stuck in its chest now in its hand, and, should it find you, it will gladly return the favor. If at any point you wish to end the game, you need to exclaim 3 times out loud, "I win," and sprint around your house turning on every single light without fail. There are several testimonies of people who chose to play the game and documented their experiences, and they claim that they were anything but pleasant. One girl in particular named Sarah made a channel specifically to upload her experience, and she claims it has ruined her life. I'm gonna play a couple clips here, and should you want to watch the whole thing, I'll leave a link to her channel down in the description below. She's also done 2 posterior Q&As to talk about the aftermath of the ritual, if you feel so inclined to watch those as well.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I found you. My knife here. And there. So fuzzy is it, fuzzy is it, fuzzy is it.
Number 4. The Three Kings Ritual. This ritual was popularized thanks to Reddit, and ever since, the testimonies that have come from it are all terrifying. Whether it's a ritual that truly opens up a portal to a thing we don't understand, or just a game that relies heavily on the suggestion of the mind, it's still highly advised you don't try it out, as, even from a skeptic's point of view, the suggestion techniques used for this ritual could still lead you to have a very bad time. But, if you're feeling brave, here's how to perform the Three Kings Ritual. You'll need a wide windowless room that, at nighttime, becomes pitch black. This is why it's advised to do this ritual in the basement. You'll need 3 chairs, a candle, a lighter, a bucket of water, a fan, and 2 large mirrors. Don't worry, the mirrors shouldn't break. And, if they do, then the broken glass on the floor will be the least of your problems. You'll also need a fully charged cell phone, and an object that you hold dear. Could be a toy, a photo, jewelry, whatever you desire. And most important of them all, perhaps, a person that you can trust with your life. It all begins at 11 PM. Place a chair in the center of the room, making sure it faces north, and then place the other chairs right beside it. One to the right and one to the left. Now put the mirrors on top of these chairs, facing your throne. The goal here is that, when you sit down, you should be able to see yourself in both mirrors out of the corner of your eye. Next, place the bucket of water by the door. Behind the door will be the person you trust. Make sure they're 100% certain of where the bucket is. Place the fan directly behind your chair and put it on medium speed. Once this is all done, get out of the room and go to bed, making sure to set an alarm for 3:30 AM before dozing off, as well as turning off all the lights. Keep your precious item on you at all times, then go to sleep. 3:30 AM. Game on. Without turning on any lights, if you need a light, use a light from your phone screen, nothing else. Once you've woken up and turned off the alarm, you'll have exactly 3 minutes to turn on the candle, get your phone, and go to the room where the chairs are set up. By the time the clock reaches 3:33 AM, you need to be firmly situated on your throne, facing forward. Remember to keep your item with you at all times. I beg you though, if your phone is running low on battery, stop immediately. If the alarm didn't go off at exactly 3:30 AM, stop immediately. If the fan you left running is now off, stop immediately. Keep in mind that you need to go into this with nerves of steel, as, if something unusual happens, running is not an option. Should something bad happen, calmly get up, get out of the room, get your person of trust, and leave the place. Do not come back until dawn. If everything is in order though, go ahead and sit on your throne. Do not look directly into the mirrors on either side, and do not let the candle turn off. Sit staring straight ahead into the darkness, not at the candle, and especially not to the mirrors on either side. Eventually, you'll notice something moving in the mirrors out of the corner of your eye. Keep facing forward, and do not stare directly at them, as panicking is the worst thing that you can do right now. And if you look at the mirrors, you'll see things that will make your skin crawl. It's okay to be scared. It's just not okay to panic, scream, and run around knocking everything over, or you're in for a bad time. The game ends at 4:34 AM. That's why your phone is important. Set an alarm. Accounts vary wildly about what happens next. Some say the experience is, to say the least, not pleasant. Others claim the company you will get is actually rather pleasant, and some claim to have even had long and fruitful conversations with something in the darkness. Now you might be wondering, what is the item and the fan for? Well, they're anchors. The person who posted this ritual claims that it opens up a door to a place that he named the Shadow Realm. At 4:34 AM, if you have not left the room of your own accord, the person of trust should knock on the door. If this doesn't work, they should ring your phone. And if that doesn't work either, then let's hope you pick the person correctly, as they will need to enter the room. They must not touch you, as you are currently in a state of shock and might hurt them. They need to quickly dump the bucket of water on top of you, should something go wrong. The consequences will be awful. Would you dare try this? Either way, it seems to be one of the worst supernatural games out there, and something I'm definitely staying far away from. Number 3. The Window Game. This is a relatively well-known game that started becoming popular during 2014. Curiously, not in the form of a creepypasta, urban legend, or anything of the sort, but just as personal accounts on forums, each person telling their own experience with this dangerous ritual. Now, once again, I would heavily advise against playing this game, but if you want to do it, here's how to go about it. The game goes as follows. The last day of any given month, right before heading to bed. Focus right beside your bedroom window. All the hatred, all the anger and negative emotions inside you. Channel them, focus on them, amplify them, and when your emotions reach a boiling point, slam the window shut, releasing all your anger against the frame. Then close the curtains and go to sleep. Now, if you wake up the next day with no major events, it just means you were unlucky and perhaps lack actual hatred. However, if you had the unfortunate luck of succeeding, then you're in for the worst night of your life, as doing this month after month after month will eventually get the attention of something, an entity, that will be attracted to your window and will make its presence known by scraping its fingers against the glass. When the entity arrives is completely random. Could be a couple hours after you went to bed or 30 minutes after you close the window. But when it arrives, you better hope it doesn't catch you off guard. The moment you hear the glass being scraped, the game is on. The entity cannot find out that you are now awake and aware of its presence. You must remain in the exact same position you were in when it first tapped on your bedroom window. If you move, even by an inch, the consequences are deadly. The game ends at dawn, and not a moment sooner. You will swear at times the window is on the verge of breaking by how violently the creature is pounding on the glass. But don't worry. As long as it doesn't find out you are awake, it won't be able to break the window. Now you're probably wondering what the entity looks like. All accounts of people playing this game that exist online are people who played but were too scared to look and stay paralyzed till dawn. There are people, however, who said they were going to try the ritual and try their best to get a look at the creature pounding on their glass. And those people, well, they never made a single post ever again. Baby Blue. This ritual, like the Three Kings, requires a mirror. A myriad of the most extreme rituals do, as a matter of fact, as they are, in many senses, means to open a portal to another dimension, another plane of existence. And this ritual proves how dangerous it can be if you decide to mess with these other planes of existence. The game starts late at night in your bathroom, preferably windowless or with the windows very well covered, making sure the room is completely pitch black. The rest of your house needs to have the light off as well. Once you want to start the game, close the bathroom door and open the hot water tap all the way. The objective here is to get the mirror in your bathroom so fogged up that you can't even see yourself in it. Once the steam is so thick that it's actually a little bit hard to breathe, close the tap and approach the mirror. Then write Baby Blue on the mirror with your fingers. Form a cradle with your arm as if you were holding a baby. If it all went according to plan, a couple of minutes in, you'll start to feel a weight on your arms, almost as if you were holding an actual baby. And if you continue to let this go further, you'll actually start feeling little hands clawing up your arms, as if something is trying to come up to get a better look at you, straight into your face. At this point, the clock is ticking. You need to gather the courage to separate your arms, dropping the baby to the ground. Otherwise, something from the other side of the mirror will come looking for its baby. However, dropping the baby isn't the end. The clock is still ticking. You need to finish the game properly, or the portal won't close, inviting whatever angry spirits are on the other side of the mirror into your own house. Once you've dropped it, you need to quickly turn on the light, avoiding looking at the mirror or at the floor at all costs, and then turning on every single light in your house. If you did it fast enough, then that's it. The ritual has been completed and the portal has been shut. People who have played this game and managed to live to tell the tale say that once the ritual was finished, they felt stinging in their arms, and looking down, could actually see several small scratches on their arms, almost as if something was trying to crawl up their arms to get to their face. The elevator game. This game popped up sometime during 2015. Its origin is unknown, and the page that it originally came from has been deleted. Nevertheless, the ritual was reposted on several other forums, alongside experiences by people claiming to have played the game. What if I told you there was a way to visit an alternate universe? Maybe even from the comfort of your own apartment building. All you'll need is a building at least 10 stories tall. Those who have played this game successfully claim to have seen twisting, never-ending hallways, mysterious lights in the distance, and weird sounds fast approaching the moment the doors open. Here's how you play the game. Take the elevator on the first floor, then push the button to the 4th floor. Once there, push the button to go back down to the 2nd floor. Then once you reach the 2nd floor, push the button for the 6th floor. Once there, push the button to the 2nd floor yet again. Once there, push the button to the 10th floor. Then once there, go back down to the 5th floor, and finally, push the button to go back down to the 1st floor again. If done correctly, however, we'll instead start to go upwards towards the 10th floor. This means the ritual has succeeded. Brace yourself. When doors open on the 10th floor, you'll be in the same building you were in before, but in a completely different dimension. Some are desolate and dark, others are almost the same as the original, except for some obvious differences, like different colored tiles and the like, and some are so dangerous that people claim they feel panic the moment the elevator doors open. Whether you explore or leave immediately is entirely up to you. Just remember, the only way back home is to repeat the ritual starting from the 1st floor, except that this time, once the ritual is finished, the elevator should take you back down to the 1st floor. These are all the rituals I have for you today. Have you tried any of them? Would you be willing to try them? If so, which one? I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments down below. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoy videos like this one, and tell me what other topics should I make a video about. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.